Hi folks, I'm Scot Villeneuve, the Marketing Director here at Renaissance Firearms, and I'm here with Ernie Shipman, the founder, and we are in the middle of celebrating the 15-year anniversary of Renaissance Firearms with a huge sale and a week-long celebration.
Yep, exactly.
So I thought it would be important for our customers, our friends, to hear a little bit about the 15 years in review and how you started the company. And
yeah, I think a lot of people, maybe our newer customers, may not be as familiar with our past or why we got started and why we do business the way we do.
When I first was introduced to Renaissance Firearms, I heard a radio commercial. Mm-hmm. That was probably 3 years into the founding of the company. I decided to stop by a little town that I had never heard of called Gonick.
Yeah.
Only in New Hampshire do we have towns called Gonick.
It's short for Squanamagonik. It's a suburb of Rochester. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an Indian word. It means when you go across the river, don't forget to leave $1.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's very apropos for Renaissance. I saw on one side of the glass it said signs, and on the other side of the glass it said guns.
For those of you who don't know, our sign shop was the mother company. I'd started the sign shop in 1991, and in 2003, that's when we opened the gun shop. And we had a lot of extra space in the sign shop, so we decided to put it in the back of the sign shop.
Hey, I opened the door, and I was greeted by a couple of ladies that worked for you at the time. They were very nice.
Yeah, Mary and Angie, probably.
And I was looking around like,
where are the guns?
Where are the guns? And they said, it's in the back. It's in the back. So I went out to this back.
That was early days then.
Yeah. So I went out to the back room, and I was pleasantly surprised. There were some pretty sweet pistols back there, and some Henry rifles, and some Beretta shotguns.
Yeah. Well, from the get-go, we wanted to set ourselves apart. Just why I started the business, I wanted to offer a shop that was a little different. I knew I couldn't compete on size with the selection of some of the larger big box stores.
Sure.
And it's hard to compete on price because you can't buy in the large quantity. But I knew we could compete on bringing in really quality marks. So Beretta was my first direct line that I really pursued to do heavily.
Sure.
And I knew we could compete on service. And that was one thing. I'd been a shooter for years, since I was a teenager, and been a collector, hunter, and just going into gun shops, a lot of times it was, what am I walking into? It's like either like a cave, it's kind of dark, and you wouldn't want to bring your mom or your sister, and you certainly wouldn't want your mom or your sister to go to the bathroom there. It was like, filthy, just hadn't been wiped down in ages. Or it's just so busy that you couldn't get, it'd be like at the deli counter, like, hey, here's my ticket, I want to get something,
You almost wish they would issue little tickets.
Or, the staff just didn't seem to know a lot about what they were selling. So I knew we could do that differently. So from day one, we wanted to bring quality stuff in there, like Kimber, like Beretta, and that's what we really strive from day one, is to be a quality shop that provided good service for our customers. We didn't do the volume we did then. I remember we had a calendar on the wall in the sign shop, and for scheduling our jobs when we were going to do installations and that. And I wrote on the bottom, each day I'd write a number of guns. It was sort of my goal to sell. It'd be like, if it was the Friday or Saturday, it'd be like, 2 or 3 guns a day. And if it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday, it'd be like 1 gun or maybe 2 if I was really brave.
Nice.
Which, today there's probably a day goes by we don't sell a dozen or so guns. Thankfully, it's just, that's not a brag. It's just we were really, really small back then.
Oh, yeah.
Every little bit was a big thing.
People who knew the shop back then know you, remember it very fondly. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we had the fire.
Yeah.
But people remember the tin ceilings.
It was a beautiful building in some ways inside. It had a lot of character.
Yeah, it really did. And that dungeon of a basement where we kept stuff.
I think we did really good. The staff we had was very creative and very adaptable to take a building that wasn't really well suited to retail and turn it into a retail location.
So we've got 15 years in the history books.
Now there's a lot more to come.
A lot more to come.
Yeah, this is not another 15 and done, or we're selling out. We're here long term.
No.
I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't know where we'll be in 5 years or 10 or 15. Maybe a different facility. I'm not sure. But we are planning to grow. We're putting in systems and planning for that growth right now. The things we're doing right now are basically the same things we did day one. Integrity and providing a quality arms. Remember the first sign we had, it said quality arms, competitive pricing. And we still are holding to that. And selling service, not just guns.
Yep.
Anybody can sell a gun. And the guns can sell themselves. The quality is there. I mean, you look at a Beretta shotgun, you can say, I have a Beretta shotgun in my office that's like 40, 50 years old. And
Right.
I've had other Beretta shotguns that are older than that, so the guns last. And the quality's there. We're selling the service. And those things haven't changed, and they won't change as long as I own the company. We're going to provide quality arms at competitive prices.